do tonight. We're going to talk about how to turn no's into yeses and how to close sales. First thing I'm going to do, I got a couple examples. I want y'all to take notes. I'm going to pick on some people. Who am I going to pick on tonight? Well, I think it's going to be Emerald, as I see her on the screen. Now, Emerald, I want you to do something for me. I want you to sell me. I want you to sell me a certain item. All right. I want you to sell me this, Emerald. I'm about to show you. You see it? Sell it to me.
Okay.
Yeah, this time, sell it to me.
All right. So, hey, Kendall.
Hey,
I
what's
see
up?
that you're possibly interested in a house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have a really great deal. It's one that needs it needs some rehab, but once all fixed up, it's in a really good part of town, and you have great income potential with it. Are you
Okay.
interested in at least hearing about it?
All right, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Okay.
All right. This is no different from a lead, y'all. This is what I'm gonna share with you. I want to show you something. I want y'all
Okay.
to pay attention. All right. Y'all paying attention? All right, this is no different from a lead. Pay attention.
Sell me this donut.
Why are we doing this here?
Cuz, just sell me the donut.
Okay. Why do you even want a donut?
It's been a long day. I want a little treat.
Would this make your day worse?
No, it'd make it better.
Would it be a bad idea to get something that would make your day better and make you happy?
No, but how much is it?
It's $20.
That's too expensive.
You saying it's too expensive because you don't have $20, or you want to make sure it's worth $20?
I want to make sure it's worth $20.
Okay. You mind if I share something with you?
Sure.
You know how when you go to Disney, it's not about it just being a park, it's about making a memory?
Mm-hmm.
Investing into something like this isn't about it being a sweet treat, it's about being happy. Is your happiness worth $20?
I mean, I guess so.
Okay. Well, if you had $20 and that's all you needed to make yourself happy, would investing $20 into your happiness be a bad idea?
No.
Okay. Well, here's a donut, and if you get it right now, I'll throw in this coffee. Fair enough?
Really?
Fair enough?
That's fair.
All right. What was the first thing he did when he saw her that donut?
Why
Yeah,
do you
so
need
why?
the donut?
Why did you need a donut? Why? So, Emerald,
Why?
when I showed you that raggedy townhouse, you didn't even ask me why do I want it. It's no different from a lead. Person fills a lead out. We got to ask her, why did you fill out the form for life insurance? What made you decide you want to get it? You can't just go in. I see you fill out this lead and you want 15,000 in coverage. And I'm here to service you today. So my job is to get you qualified and approved. This is when they say, no, I ain't interested. No, I ain't do it. No, I don't want it. No, I already took care of it. Because you got to ask the question, why?
Okay.
He said $20, and she was like, hey, that's too expensive. Then he went right back and repeated everything she said about it making her happy. And is your happiness worth $20? My daughter sent me that reel about the donut. And I said, you know what? I'm going to use that in the training tonight. But how am I going to put that together? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Every time we have a lead, we got to ask, why did you fill it out? And let them tell you why. And all you're doing is loading up your ammunition to repeat it right back to them when it's time to close them. Y'all understand? All right, I got another one to show you. Got another one for you.
Wall Street, sell me this pen.
I'm the real Wolf of Wall Street, so I'll tell you what I won't do. I'm not going to sit there and tell you, this is the greatest pen in the world. This pen writes upside down. It never runs out of ink. I'm not going to tell you that bullshit. Here's the deal. You want to sell someone a pen, the first thing you do is start asking questions. You know, what are you using a pen for? Are you even in the market for a pen? What type of pens have you used in the past? Here's the deal about selling a pen or anything else. The first thing you do is ask questions. Find out if they even want what you're selling, because here's the deal. As a professional salesperson, I don't sell things to people who don't want them or need them and who can't afford them. That's step number one. Once I got that, then I'll create the value proposition. I'll close the hell of it. That's how you sell a pen. And by the way, if you don't know how to sell a pen or anything else, For the first time in 5 years, I'm teaching this strategy on September 13th, live. So comment sales, and I'll send you that.
Coming from the very own Jordan Belfort. Like, you don't have to tell about how magical the pen is. You got to ask questions why. Can we get back to asking questions, team? Oh, why did you do it? What was the purpose of it? I think we will all close more deals. That's what I said in the text. To close one extra deal a week just by changing those little habits and asking why. But we so quick to read the lead and be like, you know what? And just go right into it. And we never find out the reason why they did it. And I just picked this up off of, I was looking at different things and I was trying to understand, why does a person have more success than this person over here that doesn't have success? You can take two agents to get in at the same time. You tell them, hey, buy leads, here's a phone script, practice the phone script. And one agent will go out here first week, first day, whatever, and go out here and make sales. Agent number two got to learn all the products, never ask the questions why, and then struggle with it. Like, man, I don't understand why nobody's buying. Because one agent mastered the art of asking questions. The other agent feel like they got to know everything when it comes to the products. So, example, and he's not on here today. He has some stuff going on. Jaden. Jaden's 20 years old. I interviewed him from Indeed. He came into the office. He said, I want to build an agency like you. He already researched Agency Hall of Fame. He said, I want the green jacket. Now, for those don't answer this, that already answered the other day. Does anybody know what the red jacket represents, the green jacket, and the blue jacket? What does the green jacket represent? Does anybody know what the green jacket, red? Well, first of all, do you know what the red jacket represents?
Hall of Fame.
Personal Production Hall of Fame.
Okay. Anybody know what the
I was
green
gonna
jacket?
answer, but never mind.
What about the green jacket?
Isn't that like level 2? Like you're not fully Hall of Fame, but you're like
Annuities.
Okay. Anybody else know? I'll tell you in a minute. All right. So for those that don't know what the red jacket is, that's Personal Production Hall of Fame. That's 400,000. Green jacket is Agency Hall of Fame. That's 10 million. Now, the reason why you might not know what that jacket is, maybe because you're new, but I'm also going to say for those that have been here for a while, you don't know what that jacket is because you ain't trying to get one. Let me say that again. Hopefully it don't hurt your feelings. Because if you were trying to get one of those jackets, you will already know what it is. Jaden hadn't even sold a policy yet and went in and researched the green jacket, the red jacket, and the blue jacket. He already knew, okay, blue is for annuities. Red is for personal. I see yours in the office, Kendall, but I want the green one. And I had agents that have been here 4 and 5 years that had no idea what the green jacket is. And the reason why I'm saying that is because he did the research. You're not trying to get one, because if it was important for you to get one, you would already know what it is. So this young man studying, so got leads and went out his first day, closed the deal. Now, the day before, he dialed 10-year-old leads just for practice, 10 years old. And he was going through the phone script and he was asking, why did you fill out the form? Sir said, I don't remember filling it out. And he said, sir, maybe your wife did it, maybe your cousin. I'm coaching him. And he was asking questions. And that gentleman said, you know what? Maybe she did do it. He said, well, I can send over a screenshot of the lead. He sent the screenshot over. This gentleman looked at it because of the mortgage protection, and he saw his handwriting, or his wife's handwriting, but the lead was from 2012, y'all. The guy stayed on the phone with him and said, man, I already took care of that. We're not interested. Now, the purpose of the dial session with the old leads was to have him put in the activity and see it's not as hard as you think it is. He made 50 dials, spoke to 4 people, and did 1.5 presentation on to 5 to 10-year-old leads. So the next day he comes in with newer leads, third dial, sold a lady $2,700. And then Friday sold $1,800. So first week, $4,600. Ignorance on fire. When you have an agent over here still trying to figure it out. Because Jaden listened and asked questions, why did you fill out the form? Why did you want to get life insurance? What would it mean to you and your family? It's the secrets to sales. That's how you turn the no's into yeses. It's just asking the questions to get them to respond back. So let me share the second video I want to show you.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks so much for showing me the car, but I need to think about it. What do you say?
All right, hold on.
Listen,
All right,
what's your name?
Garrett,
What's your date of birth?
1996.
Okay, you know this stuff, right? Hold on, stop. But you know this stuff. Where do you work?
One kid.
What's his name?
Tytrell.
Okay, why does he know this? Because he knows it. See, anything I ask him, if he knows it, he'll tell me. The problem is, if I say I need to think about it and he can't tell me, it's because he don't know it. He's been struggling with this for 5 months. But are you lazy?
No.
Yes, you are. You're lazy. Why wouldn't you go figure out who knows that in this company? That's it. That's lazy. You're lazy.
In that example, how many times have we heard I got to think about it? How many people are getting? How many times? How many people getting stuck with the I want to think about it? Be honest. Put a 5 in the chat if that's the thing that gets you stuck. I want to think about it. If you keep getting stuck with I want to think about it. I want to think about it. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Okay. You got some people being honest. Okay. See a few. So I'm gonna not call anybody lazy, but I will say this. Why aren't you asking the people who've had more success, what do they say when it comes to I want to think about it? Why are you still battling with the word I want to think about it? Why aren't you asking Crystal for help, KG for help? Why aren't you asking me for help? Why are you determined to be on the sideline by yourself and battle this thing for 4 and 5 years with the same thing I want to think about it? Just because y'all don't see me selling every day, all the time, I have still sold more insurance than everybody on this team and did it in the 5 years I've been here. Actually, I did it the first year. I still sold more insurance. So why wouldn't you ask somebody who sold more insurance than anybody on the whole team, how do I deal with that? Because that was something that kept me from getting my first couple of sales. I want to think about it. And you know what I did? After I kept bombing on the first 11, trying to do it my way, I listened. I called Mr. James Bo Kelly. And I'm going to tell you what Mr. Bo Kelly said to the lady who said she wanted to think about it. He said, hey, Ms. Johnson, this is James Bo Kelly. Typically, Kendall had 3 jobs to do today. 1, find something that fits your needs in your budget. 2, make sure it's affordable to you. Now, did he do that? Yes, he did. Now, Ms. Johnson, typically when a person said they want to think about it, it's 1 or 2 things. It's the cost. It's always the cost factor. So is it a cost or do you really need to think about it? Well, it's the cost. So do you want to think about it for a day, a week? How long you want to think about it? Because we always can adjust the cost to something that's more affordable for you. And by letting him talk to the lady, I wound up getting the sale. Because when they say I want to think about it, it's only one thing they got to think about. It ain't nothing outside of that. They say, I want to think about it's the cost. Has anybody ever tried to sell you something and you wanted it, but you couldn't afford it? So what did you say? I want to think about it. When a young lady tried to sell me because of the $2,500 Kirby vacuum cleaner, what did we say? Oh, it sounds great, but can we think about it? So if it works on you, if that's something that you say because you can't afford it, you say, I want to think about it. Your clients are saying the same thing. I want to think about it. So that shouldn't bother anybody because guess what? All you ask, okay, typically when a client want to think about it, it's usually a cost factor. Is that you? Yes, it is. That's not a problem. We can adjust to something that's more affordable for you. Can we do that next time somebody say I want to think about it? Because I'd rather you just flat out tell me no than I want to think about it. Because this is how what I want to think about turns into I want to think about it. And you say, okay, so when you need me to follow back up with you? How many of y'all ever said that? When do you need me to follow back up with you? Can you call me like next Monday? Can you call me on Friday? Yeah, so what time works best for you? Friday at 2 or okay. I'm gonna squeeze you on Friday at 2. How many of y'all done that? And then Friday at 2 comes, they don't pick up the phone. And why aren't they picking up the phone? Because they know it still costs more than what they can afford. And you didn't address the elephant in the room is that they can't afford it. So you think your Friday at 2, you're going to get a sale because you booked another appointment because they're going to make a decision by Friday, but you didn't address the fact that they can't afford the $200 a month because you didn't ask the question. Is it a cost factor? Is the reason why you got to think about it. Once they say yes, you know what? That's not a problem. We can bring it down. We can always increase it later. So we can start here and then we can always bump it up later. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm going to put it to you like this. The first time I bought a pair of diamond earrings. I wanted those, but those were like $3,000. But these were like $699. I wanted those, it was $3,000. And the lady at K's said, you know, you can start out, you know, you can get a K's credit card. I said, nah, I don't want one of them because my credit ain't the best right now. He said, so you can finance it. I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. So she was like, I said, well, you know what? Let me think about it. Then she said, you know what? Why don't you start out here? You like these? I said, yeah, I like them. See, they don't sell for $699. And you know what you can do? You can always trade them back in and pay the difference. I said, for real? She said, yeah, doesn't matter how long you had it. So I kept those $699 earrings for a couple of years. And when I got some money, I said, you know, I want to get bigger diamonds. I took them $699 back in. Guess what? They gave me what I paid for, and I added the difference on. Just like you could do with life insurance. Get them for what they can afford, come back later, add more coverage on. But this way, I'm not losing the sale till I'm going to think about it. Y'all got that? Y'all writing it down? No more, I'm going to think about it. Any comments? I see crickets. That's Reggie. He put that.
I do want to add, you know, I think team, you know, I like this exercise and I'm glad we're talking about this, but team, just remember, you know, it's telesales. You're on the phone. Have no fear. Have the conversation. Be very matter of factly. I think the one reason why I'm so good at sales is because I'm very personable, right? I'm not pressuring them. I just want to say, hey, you know, Reggie, I just got a question for you. You know, what made you fill out the request, right? Be big sis on the phone, okay? I'm going to be very relational. And so when I get to that place where, I want to think about it, so, you know what, Kendall, you understand you want to think, is it the cost? Is it the price? Is that really what it is? Because Kendall, you told me that your wife and your children were very important to you, right? You told me you didn't want to be like, you wanted to make sure that you did what your father did for you and your family. So what are we thinking about? Like, I just have a conversation with me, Kendall. I just want to understand because I'm here to help you. And I don't want this to be a burden or a bill for you. I just want to have a conversation. So talk to me about Kendall and Natalie. I know you want to create a legacy for them. I got 2 kids too. So understand, right? My daughter laughing. But having a conversation. So do y'all hear my tone? Do you hear how I sound? Like, I'm not pressuring you. I just want to have a conversation. So I think that if we also make it so that it's a conversational and you're just while asking those questions, you become very relatable, then the veil can come down, the wall can come down. And now I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Maybe Crystal does care. Maybe she will understand. Because guess what? I got bills too. And I don't want this to be another bill, Kendall. Just like I don't want this to be another bill for you. Let's lower the cost. How about that? Will that work for you? It's a conversation, team. So if we become very relational and not, okay, well, you know, I think, Kendall, you need to play that video again because he hit it on the nose. Like, everybody here knows their name. Everybody knows their date of birth. Everybody knows their parents' names. I hope. Okay? Like, you know this. Why do we not know the answer to this question? And it's because either we're afraid or we just don't ask or we're not unmuting or we're not reaching out. We're not 911ing. That's why we have this training today. But I promise if you be a little bit more relational, you will, as I had a conversation with my daughter the other day, get more bees with honey than with vinegar. If you just have the conversation and not sound like that high pressure person. So just wanted to add that.
I'm glad you touched on that because this is the next one I'm going to show you.
Yeah, the best salespeople literally sit back in their chair and they don't rush anything. And they're just like, yeah, that totally makes sense. Let me ask you a question. Here's what I've discovered. Here's what our clients have discovered. And some of you are so scared to come across as pushy or direct or like really challenging the buyer to, hey, let's talk about what's under the surface here. What's behind your question? And a professional salesperson knows how to help the person make a decision.
We help the client make a decision. That's it. By asking the questions on why they did it. We help every client that fills out their form make a decision based on the questions we ask. So we're not selling them. Because I'm going to tell you, this is how typically some of these leads are generated. 2:30 in the morning. 3 o'clock. This how the leads is generated. Somebody's like this. They go in here. They type it into their little browser, and they put in, "I need life insurance." They doing this, but they just up at night. Oh man. Oh, Ethos. Oh man. 20 best life insurance, easy best American. Oh, 10 best life insurances. This is what they doing. Okay. Y'all see my screen? How old are you? I am 52. Can y'all still see my screen? I want to make sure y'all see my screen. This is our
Yes.
clients.
Yeah.
This is our client. This is our clients right now, y'all. Would you like to be covered? Yes, I'm ready today. My aunt just passed away. Okay. She raised 9.8. I guess I'll try them. Boom, they clicked on the link. Okay, let me go ahead and put in my birthday. 03. Y'all see me? This is what they doing. Some type of way they want find my page. Male, height. This is what they're doing. 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, no, I don't smoke. Here's my zip code. Y'all still see my screen, right? I just want to make sure I still see my screen. Okay. How much coverage I want? Yeah, I want $1 million. That's what I want. Oh, man, I want 30 years, I guess. I ain't never heard of 40-year policy. Okay, let me put in my name. So that's that now. Oh, 202? Oh, snap. I'm not putting my information in because they ain't gonna call me. But this is what they do. And then they apply. Boom. Next thing you know, they create a lead, they filled out something, the phone blowing up, and they ready at 2 o'clock in the morning doing that. And we get the lead. They just filled out at 2 o'clock in the morning. We call them at 9 a.m., 10, 11, whatever it is. And we get on the phone, we got no urgency about getting them covered. And then they say, I want to think about it. So they went from here to like now, it's not as urgent. The next day, it's not as urgent. The next day, it's not as urgent. Before you know it, they've gotten called 10 different times because you ain't close it. They still out here searching for life insurance. And somebody else calls. And then somebody else calls. Somebody else calls. And finally, like, I ain't do it. You call them back. It wasn't me. I ain't do it. It wasn't me. Nah, that wasn't me. Nah, you lying. Nah. Stop, take me off your list. Look, I'm gonna report you to the police if you don't take me off your list. I'm gonna call the police on you. Does that sound familiar to you? Does that sound familiar? But in the meantime, we got this. I'm gonna show y'all what we got. This is what we got. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show you what we got, other clients. They said it ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't me. You put down your beneficiary is Christina Kendro. That you had a heart attack. You like playing, you like to crochet. Oh, but that ain't me. I ain't do that. I don't know how they got the information. Oh, you put down your beneficiary as Emily Parada. And you like reading. No, that ain't me. You put down your beneficiary as George Rhodes. Oh, that ain't me. You put down your beneficiary Tammy Craig. You like playing games on your phone. Oh, that ain't me. You like the embroidery. No, that ain't me. You like the online shop. That ain't me. You like playing chess. That ain't me. Nah, I ain't do it. Does that sound familiar? You got all the information, but you ain't closing on the first deal. And now they done got bombarded with other people because they searched. Now all of a sudden it ain't them. Because you ain't learned how to ask the questions to find out why you did it. What would make you get up at 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 10 a.m., get online and Google search life insurance? Why would you do it? Any questions or comments before I move on?
I got one. So, like, you have somebody on the phone giving you all that BS. How do you redirect them to start taking the call seriously?
I'm gonna tell you like this, Neil. The call don't never get unserious with me. I ain't gotta redirect them because I'm finding out why did you do it. Well, Neil, why did you fill out the form about life insurance, man? Well, typically, Neil, people when they shop around, something happened in life. So, what happened tragically to cause you to want to figure out now's the time you need your life insurance? What happened?
Well, I was just curious. I was just looking around. I'm really not interested. I don't got no money.
So you curious because you think you're gonna die soon, or what's going on?
No, I don't plan on dying soon. Not at all.
but you scared that you ain't gonna have enough to lead to. Like, who's the person you would trust me to deliver a check to? Who is that person?
It's my sister.
So you scared that if you die today, it's not gonna be nothing left for your sister. So that's why you searching.
Yeah, I guess so. But I was just thinking about it. I don't really want to do that right now. I just wanted to see what was going on.
So you don't want to do nothing right now because you know when you're gonna die. So you know something I don't know. To teach me, because if you already could read the future and tell me you could die, let me know. But what I'm asking you, Neil, is this: you just search right up, so that means you already got something in place.
No, I ain't got nothing in place yet. No, I don't. I had
So Neil,
a guy the other day, and I wanted to have covered it now. So I just want to see.
okay.
I ain't got no money.
See, Neil, you just said something. You said somebody died the other day, and that got you thinking about your own mortality, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Neil, let me explain something to you, man. I never was thinking about life insurance either, man. Not at all, man. I mean, not at all. It wasn't even a thought until my dad died.
Yeah.
My dad went to sleep and he didn't wake up, man. Like literally, I lost my Superman that day. So in the midst of me losing him, I thought about what if I were to die? What would that look like for my wife and my kids? So I ultimately called a friend of mine to get life insurance. And I'm glad I did. So Neil, it seems like to me you got a little concern that if you die today, it's not gonna be nothing left for your sister. That she's gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah.
So Neil, that's why I'm on the phone with you today. My job is to get you approved and qualified today. So that way I will be the one delivering the check to your sister when you die. Like, hopefully you got another 30, 40 years, Neil. But if that were to happen, because I've been selling insurance 5 years, I've had 36 death claims. I've been able to help those clients, some of those families get a check, and I'll be able to do the same thing for your sister. So Neil, for us to get started, you got access to your driver's license?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Do you have an active bank account?
I got time.
You got time?
Yeah.
Man, Neil, how old are you, man? What you doing? What you doing with time, man? What's going on?
Man, the banks don't like me, man.
Maybe they don't like you because you keep bouncing stuff. You doing that to the bank? That's why they don't like you?
Yeah, man. I don't know what's wrong with them.
I don't know what's wrong with them either. But you know what, Neil? We can take care of you with that time. It's not going to be an issue. But Neil, at 55, I'm going to have to teach you some financial literacy too. Well, that's why you're going to be more than just my client, Neil. I'm going to get you straight, man, so you get a bank account again. I'm going to get you straight, man. Sound like a plan? All right, I got you. All right, so let's go ahead and get you taken care of. I'll never let them get off track. I'm running this. I'm the captain of this ship.
Why you got the shield behind your head
there? I'm the captain. I'm the captain of this ship. Ain't nothing the client gonna say to me.
You redirect them with questions.
Yeah, it's always questions. It's always questions on why they did it. It's always questions about why they did it. Why did you do it? Why did you do it? And you came out and said a friend of yours died. It's always a reason why they went online and they Google search life insurance. When you got all that information, they just, man, the sun is out. I'm gonna get life insurance today. It don't happen like that. Somebody died, somebody almost died, somebody got a diagnosis, something happened that caused them to think about it. And I don't never let them get off track because I bought the lead. I am going to get the sale. I'm closing it. I look at every lead as an opportunity for me to put a deposit in my bank account and help a family. What better way to do it? I'm going to help a family. I'm going to get paid doing it. I don't play for second. I play for first.
I have a question for everybody. Right? Drop a 1 in the chat if you get nervous while you're on the phone. Drop a 1. And it's okay. You're getting a little nervous, right? Don't want to say the wrong thing. Don't want to mess it up. You've been dialing all day. They finally picked up the phone. Woo! It's like, oh my God, that's what I'm going to say, right? Yeah. So this is the reason why we have the training. This is the reason why we're in the Success Lounge. And this is the reason why we're preparing you so that you can mitigate those nerves. Okay? Everybody here remembers driving for the first time, right? You get behind the wheel of the car and you're like, oh my God, I want to make sure I get all my signals. I don't want to mess it up. My mom's sitting right here. I definitely can't mess it up. Or my dad if he's definitely overzealous. Oh God, you press the daggone gas when you meant to hit the brakes, or you hit brakes and you meant to hit the gas. Like, you're just nervous, right? We've all been there. Come on, anybody who's drove before has been there, or in the car with somebody who's driving the first time. So the reason why we go through these exercises is because it builds that muscle memory. The reason why Kendall is so good, I'm good, KG, some of other people's here, it's the muscle memory. So the more you do it, the more these things will come to your memory. You write it down at first. I remember, and Kendall probably can remember this too. He probably did the same thing, and I'm sure KG probably did the same thing as well. In our phone script, I still have my original phone script all marked up with all these little things on the side, like little words I'm supposed to say. And so that helped me to get over my nerves, right? And so I didn't have to. I think a lot of times, y'all not writing it down. Like, write down these things that we're saying to you. Write down the objection. Put it on a Post-it. Put it next to your laptop. Have a sheet of paper. Have the objections. Highlight them different colors. That way okay, I can go to this one, right? And it may be embarrassing for the first couple of phone calls. It's okay. We all started somewhere. Yeah. But I promise you that if you'll remember, and then the more you do it, that muscle memory will kick in, and then you'll be able to be real quick. I found it really funny in that video where the guy said, "Shanae, how old are you?" Like, it was really quick. Muscle memory. These are things that he knows. So if you write down just 3 or 4 little lines or things to say, not a whole lot. You don't want to have a page full of notes that you just can't read, okay? Just only get 3 or 4 of them, highlighted, all caps, in bold, whatever, on a sticky note, 4 different sticky notes for each thing that you can look at very quickly. And then I promise you, the more you do it, the more you'll be able to recover and be able to overcome the objection. So, all right, Kendall.
So one thing I would say, some of you might say, well, does Kendall really say that stuff to a client? Let me say this to you. Yes. You know why? Because I'm not scared to. Yes, I say that. When a person say, I ain't comfortable giving out my social. Yes. Some of y'all have heard me. I'll say, you know what? Ain't nothing I can do with your social. You don't even want your social. So what am I going to do with it? I've said it. You don't even want it. What am I going to do with it? You don't want it. The studies show most people don't have 700-800 credit score. And most of our clients don't have that. I say, look, my credit score over 800. I don't want your credit. I don't want your credit score. I don't want your social. What am I going to do with it? So stop playing. What is your social security number? I'm not saying it. They're giving it to me. Well, I just don't trust the bank. Well, if the bank don't trust you, you be overdrafting? Yeah, that's why I got time. Look, we're gonna work on that, but we can take care of you. I say it because I ain't scared to say it. You can't say the wrong thing to the wrong person. Are you sick? You about to die? Like I said to Neil, I've said it to a client before. Are you sick? Well, I ain't do it. I ain't fill it out. Was it possible your wife did it or somebody did it? Are you about to die or something? They worried about you? I ain't scared to say, yeah, my wife might have did it. So are you sick? No, I ain't sick. All right, so let's go ahead and take care of that because she possibly worried about you. Let's get her on the phone right now. I'm not scared to say it. Some of us are scared to say the basic stuff. I don't care. I ain't scared to say it. I filled out that lead. Sean Mike would not be scared to say some of that stuff. And the clients respect you for it too. Because some of that's just BS. I don't give out my social. I don't trust banks. Why is it the people that got no money in the bank always getting the bank account hacked? Always. They be taking money out of my account. It's always the people that ain't got no money. I have hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank, and not once has my bank account got hacked. But the one with $50 in the bank, always they be hacking my account and stuff. I don't trust them. That's why I don't do banks. I don't do. I don't believe in that. It's just BS they're giving you. Stop taking the BS. All right, one more slide, y'all. One more slide.
Before you go to the side real quick, Kendall, can you or somebody out here help me remember? There was a movie. There's a scene in the movie where the guy says, either you're selling someone or you're being sold.
That's Boiler Room.
Boiler Room. Okay. I thought so. I didn't want to be wrong, but that's where it is. It's like either you are asking the right questions so that they are reminded as to why they submitted the request, or they're selling you on the fact that their finances aren't good and they didn't submit the request. It's going to be, somebody's going to be selling somebody.
All right, y'all ready?
Asked him, what are you doing differently from me? Why are you making so many sales? I still recall this changed my life. He said, there's a process, a logical process of selling, and the process has 7 steps. And the first step is to prospect and to speak to the right people. The second is to build rapport and trust with those people. The third is to ask them questions and identify their needs accurately. The fourth step is to make a presentation and show them your product. The fifth step is to answer their objections. The sixth step is to close the sale. And the seventh step is to get resales and referrals.
A real simple process. So if we just implement all those key points that we talked about, the introduction, asking the questions, dealing with the objections, we will close way more deals. But instead, we're introducing ourselves and we jumping straight to the product. And not asking the middle part is the questions, because the questions will tell you why they did it. Once you get that, trust and believe everything else is easy. Once I realized that, because I've been in sales for years. So I've always, when I sat down with a client selling personal training, and personal training for 3 months, 3 times a week was like $750, $780. I had to ask the question, so why is it important for you to, lose weight and hire a trainer? Why? Because I can't do it on my own. I need help. I need guidance. All right. So is it a health reason? Yeah, I went to the doctor. It's unfavorable. I'm on blood pressure meds. I'm a diabetic. I'm trying to get off of this. All right. So you're trusting me to help you get in shape and help you get off those medications. Is that correct? Yes. So are you going to be determined to come in here and if I bust your, you going to be determined to do it every day? No complaining? Yes, I'm going to do it. All right. So how much is it? Well, it's $65 an hour. Oh, that's expensive. Yeah, but you can't do it by yourself. No, I can't. You know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to give you a little discount. We'll do $60 an hour. We'll do 2 times a week. So we'll do it for the next 6 months. And you can pay all of it up front, like you're paying 2 payments. I'll do it all up front. So which credit card do you want to use? The need was they can't do it by themselves. The reason was I need to do it for my health. Reason why I need to do it because I'm getting married. I need to do it because I got my 10-year reunion. I need to do it because I ain't trying to die like my dad did. I need to do it because I'm competing in the contest. I need to do it because of this. And all I did was say, I'm going to help you fulfill that need, but I'm going to hold you accountable. And that's why I sold the most personal training packages. It was the #1 trainer when it came to sales. I took Bally's corporate. There was 300 Bally's when Bally was around. There was 300. My gym had never in 5 years hit personal training goals. I took our gym to #2 in the nation in sales. #2. We were so good, we got sold. #2, because I taught my trainers on how to ask questions to get clients to pay $2,500 up front, 15. Our budget was like 50 grand, and we'll kill our budget by 100 grand. With 4 trainers selling, just 4. So the things I'm teaching y'all and going over with y'all is not because I've just been selling 5 years with FFL. No, it's because I got 25 years of sales experience. And I can sell anything. When people say I can sell anything, I listen to them like, no, you can't, because I ain't seen it. But when I say I can sell anything. I sold cars for a week and sold a car my first day out there. I ain't know nothing about the damn car. And the guy bought it for his 15-year-old daughter for her 15th birthday. She couldn't even drive it yet, but he bought it from me. And I didn't even know nothing about the car. I just read the brochure real quick. I said, so what's the purpose of this purchase? Yeah, I want to surprise her. So team, hopefully this training tonight resonated with you. That's why it's so important to get on these trainings, because we're going to give you the gems, we're going to give you the tools, we're going to give you the knowledge. It's going to help everybody. If you only got 1% better, like Corey said, 1% better, and you did that every single day, you 365% better. But what if for some reason you got 5% better every day, or 10% better a week? Just by plugging in, being around the people that can help you with those objections and just staying close to the fire. So I appreciate everybody for getting on tonight. Don't forget, we got Morning Mindset tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. with our book, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. Thank you, everybody. And what I want you to put in the chat in WhatsApp in all caps, everybody, we got 60 people up here. I want everybody putting that WhatsApp, at least 25 of y'all. The Zoom you missed is the one you needed. In all caps. All caps. Because there's some people up here that need to be up here tonight and that weren't, but I want you to put it in all caps. So appreciate everybody. Thank you for getting on tonight, and we will see everybody tomorrow.